All right. Hey guys, I hope you guys are doing pretty well. And sorry if I'm too close to you. But the reason why I'm close to you is because I'm gonna read a really long story now. It looks like it's really juicy, so I'm trying like to calm down a little. Calm down. Calm down, taking a little break. And then I was laying back, but I really wanted to sit up and actually read this and read it right. So the story goes as follow. Damn, let me screenshot this before I can no more. Oh, that's not the whole thing. Sorry. All right. So I'm so tired of these aids. I'm beyond drained. I feel like I'm doing double the work every shift. Not only taking care of residents, but also babysitting grown adults. The constant arguing, disappearing on breaks, tracking people down just to do their jobs. It's exhausting. And before anyone jobs me, not all aides, but enough of them that it's wearing me down. Well, first thing first, I will never chase anybody. I don't even chase people that I'm interested in, or like people that I see there is a potential for me to be in a relationship with them. Like I generally don't chase anybody. I don't chase nobody around. Like why the heck would I go to work and chase people who dead us know they've been hired to do this specific job and they ain't doing it for? I really don't know the reason because it had nothing to do with me and I ain't trying to know the reason as well. So I'll say your first mistake, well, which is technically not a mistake, because I do get the fact that sometimes you're still investing into the job, and you're trying to do your job well, and you have those people that have been hired to help you, but they're not doing the help or they're not helping you as they should. I would report every single body every single day until I can't no more. But the chasing, don't do the chasing no more. I don't do the chasing no more. So this week pushed me over the edge. Okay. So one of my aides messaged me on Facebook saying, F dude, I broke up with this guy 2 months ago and he's been harassing me and stalking me ever since. Today he called the job and accused me of abusing residents. Now I'm suspending. Oh damn. I'm suspended pending investigation. You might get a call. What? That's crazy. I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say. Like first thing first, like why are you texting me on Facebook? Like and then second, why are you saying F dudes? Without am I your friend? Are you secretly friends with this guy? And then that's why he thinks that he can talk to you whenever, however they want, whenever they want, on whatever they want to, because it's literally Facebook and cursing and stuff. And no hi, no hey, how are you doing? Nothing, just all right, so OP followed with I was confused as hell, rightfully so. I asked what he even claimed happened. She said he told the facility she pushed a resident and was threatening to go to the news. So corporate suspended her just in case. I told her it did not make sense. There were no report, no bruising, nothing documented. I reassured her that if he was dying, the investigation would clear up. Exactly. Like one, first of all, dating somebody is one. Dating somebody, letting them know where you work is two. Like, why would you even do that? I don't even think my family knows where I work that day. No, I work at a hospital because I wear scrubs. I could have mentioned it once and twice, but they ain't never gonna like talk to you a little too much. I really don't know what kind of people you guys be dating, but there should be a limit with who you guys be talking to, and letting them people even know where you worked at. Like, what the heck? And then the other thing is calling and reporting abuse. Like, anybody can call and report abuse. And would I even know about it? Probably not. Because wherever they might be reported to might go to a specific department and they're just gonna like go do their things before they even let talk to me or I'll know. And the only way that I would have know is they go, they report it, and they actually find something. But if you're doing your job right and nothing happened, but I just tell this guy like, hey, you know what? You can literally kiss my booty goodbye. Like, hey, I don't give a f because this is not happening. This didn't happen. This was never a thing. This never happened. So that's a lie, and everybody will see that's a lie. That's pretty much like what you told her. Like, hey, if you didn't do anything, well, first of all, there was nothing that was documented, which is a pretty good point. Like, if there was actually abuse and it was documented, that would have been another thing. And if there was actually abuse and that was not even documented, and then they investigating in front of you, that would have been a really big thing. So I really don't know how this story is gonna go, bro. But it's actually crazy though. Like, hey, if it was a lie, why are you worrying about it? No, no, maybe that's not a lie. And why are you even suspended just for a lie to be investigated? I don't even know. That's kind of it's crazy. All right, let's go back. For context, I know this guy. Months ago, she asked me about him, and I warned her not to mess with it. He is unstable. He is on stuff that is not supposed to be. I'm not even gonna say this. Has been a shot. Has been before because of his lifestyle. Doesn't have custody of his kid. Well, first of all, I don't want to say why are we messing up with people with kids, cause hey, you never really know. But why are you messing up with people with kids who generally cannot do them nothing for themselves and they have kids they can do nothing for? I don't know. I might look really judgmental right now and really on the edge because rightfully so, like, what would it be? Because you got a license, you got kind of like a stable job, you can do better for yourself. So why not trying to find somebody, within your range of, being able to do for themselves? Therefore, they're looking for somebody to just make the life together, make better together and stuff like that. Like, I'm not saying that you need to be picture perfect or find somebody who is perfect in everything. I've never said anything about perfection, but I'm kind of like alluring to it, which is a little bit insane as I'm talking. But still, like, find somebody who's kind of doing the same thing as you, kind of on your same levels or not the same, if there is even such thing about levels and stuff. But don't go and mess with a dude who generally don't know nothing about themselves. They're just living. They can do nothing for themselves. They have kids. They don't do nothing for them kids too. And then you just start messing with this dude and then find yourself into trouble. Like, what the heck is even this? But hey, that's crazy. I know some people really love bad boys and stuff. That's next level insanity. All right. So what happened next? Oh, and his mother regularly posts about how horrible he is. That's another thing. Why are you messing with people who generally are not okay with families? Well, I do get people who cut ties with families, but somebody was actively fighting with family, his family or her family should not be somebody you be dating with. Because if you can treat your family like this, it's already like hey, you know what? It might treat you like this one day, or might treat your family like this one day, and then there will never be peace. I'm a Libra. I want for peace. If there is no peace, I'm out. Uh, All right, I'm lost. Anything that I have, I say something, I come back on this thing, I'm lost. All right. So where was I? Okay. Yeah. So I generally thought this was a crazy ex trying to ruin her life. Me too. Us too. All right. So she's kept saying she was scared she'll be fired and didn't want rumor spreading. I told her to let the process play out. Exactly. What would I even do about it? Like, first of all, why are you telling me about all that? Why are you telling me? Because next thing you know, well, you already told me they're gonna call me. I really don't know why they call me for. Because why? Why? If you were doing your job and you were documenting what you were documenting, so why am I gonna say? What am I gonna say? I am not gonna even. I'm not gonna say anything. Because if it was not documented, like, why? Why do you think that I have a say on this? I get it as moral support, but please don't text me about stuff like this. Because next thing you know, I'm incriminating. You are incriminating. You're putting me on the same boat too. Well, if everything is right, I shouldn't say, but still, don't put me in this because I don't want to go in trial and say like, hey, I don't know nothing about that. Just don't, don't. That's crazy. Mister, yeah. So she kept saying she was scared she'll be fired and didn't want rumors spreading. I told her let the process play out. Exactly. Then I get a call from my DO and oh hell no. Before she even say anything, I tell her the aide already reached out. That's big mistake. I wouldn't say anything. Because when they're all like, oh, well, she already talked to you. Well, that yeah, you guys are in the same boat then. And I explained and I explained the crazy ex stalking her. Why would you even do that? My dear went sad and said something along the line. He is crazy, but he went to corporate with a picture. That's even crazier. So right now, which picture is this? Apparently, he provided a photo of a resident on the floor wearing only one brief, and the caption says, "I picked this up." Oh my god! I thought I was out of hair in my mouth, and I think it's my mustache. That's crazy. So, the ex went to the facility. There was a patient on the floor. The ex picked the patient up from the floor and probably like put the patient on the bed or something. Allegedly, don't put me in this because I didn't see it. And then the ex took a picture of the guy that was on the floor, and that's how the ex got the picture and sent it to corporate. But my first question is, because I have multiple questions, like one, how did the ex got into the facility in the first place? Two, how did the ex get in the facility, look in patient's room, find the patients that was on the damn floor and then took a picture? Three, how did the ex get out? I have more questions, but still, those are like really important questions. Like, if it's actually a real thing, like, where was security? What was security doing? Where were you? Where were you? What were you doing? Why are people going in your resident? I don't even let people go past the nursing station if I'm by the nursing station doing something, because I'm like, hey, hi, how I can help you? Like, I need to know why you're here. I can't be letting you go in people's room without knowing who you are. It might seem a little bit too much that, hey, the place ain't mine. Why I'm acting like the place is mine? But it's just like security. Like, if I feel like, well, if the resident or if the patients are fine, there's nothing threatening them. There's nothing threatening me too. So if there is somebody that was not supposed to be there and they're there for some unknown reason, they have, I don't know, a gun or other things that right now, next thing you know, we are unsafe. Like, the whole facility is unsafe. And then some other stuff will happen, or some other stuff might happen that I'm not getting paid for. Like, why am I doing extra work like this for? First of all, I was not trained to do stuff like this. Why would I even let it go to, stages like this? Like, it's too much. But let's keep reading. So, one, I was absolutely sick. One, this was being disgusting. Two, I never would have expected this from her. Three, she told me she didn't want me blindsided, yet somehow I was even more blindsided. That's what I'm saying. Like, hey, you're gonna get a call from the DON, you close your mouth, you try to find out what the DON know, and then you talk. So right now you already look like, hey, do you trust this lady, or you trust this aide? You just ride and die with her, and then you guys are just gonna die together, literally. So now, when confronted, the aide claimed she didn't take the picture, that it was sent in the group chat, and the DON asked if I heard any of the group chat like that. I said no. I'm a weekend warrior. I work Saturday and Sunday. 16-hour shift. I don't pick up shift ever. I have no idea what goes on during the weekend. But somehow it's your friend, and your friend already told you, talk to you before you talk to DON. Right now, the DON know that, hey, you guys the best friend and stuff. So whatever it is that I got going on now, you don't even know what she said. The DON first. The DON ain't gonna say much, or ain't gonna say too much. I hope she doesn't, cause you already show her that, hey, you know better, you know everything, by talking before she even talked to you, and then right now we get nothing you can talk to her about. Like, what if that's too much hypothetical situation? Let's go back to the story right now. So, right, the resident has dementia, which makes it even. It is the level of dehumanizations, and what was really getting to me. I've had to physically stop myself from messaging her and cursing her out, because I know I wouldn't help and could only hurt me professionally. But this is exactly why I'm so damn tired. I'm tired of defending people who doesn't deserve it. That's why you should have shut your mouth. I'm sorry if it's rude, but you should have just don't say anything. I'm tired of being put in the middle of chaos. You put yourself, because you talked before they even talk to you. I'm tired of feeling responsible for everyone's bad decisions. At this point, I actually think it's time for a new job. It is, maybe a whole new career, not a new career, because you did work too hard for this license. I don't know if this license already granted to you, but if you work hard for this license, I wouldn't just switch career just because of that. Because yeah, I'm in the process right now. It's way too hard for me to just switch career because of something like this. Because I don't know how much of this I have left in me. This is the nature of the beast. I'm reading comment right now. You get maybe one good out of three if you're lucky. If you get two or three, that's very rare. That's going on forever, but I hear you. Not at my facility. Our takes are amazing. I'll never again work for a place that doesn't hold take accountable and expect nurses to do everything. It's bad for nurses and the patients alike. There you go. All right, so this is gonna be a really long one, but I really want to read it. So let's go and read it. I have one of my unit that just doesn't give a s, and I don't understand why she's still here. I have aides like this too. I want to mention she's running behind anything, but our vitals are due at 20 21. Went to review vitals, not a single one done. She finished vital at 20. She finished 20 vitals at 23, which coincidentally is when 12 vitals are due. Oh, damn, that's crazy. So vitals are not being done when they're supposed to be done, which is at 7, but she does vitals at, based on my understanding, close to when midnight vitals need to be due. I'm not gonna say anything. 20:30 the night after, call light going off for 5 minutes, and mixed urgent noise, wondering where he's. Damn, I can't read stuff like this. Why are people writing like this? We're all in the middle of assessment and meds. Okay, the PCA put the call light on, waited till it went urgent, and I answered. She asked me to get brief for the patient while she casually stood by the door. The pad were all 15 feet away. She's punctuation, people, punctuation. She's done this repeatedly with uric pads, etc. Always a non-isolation room and or ID understand more. All in the middle of her initial assessment, she also will sit at the front of the pod, 15 bed per pod, and not respond to any from the back unless they hit 5 minutes. I initially snap said something to the effect of listen, it's more than okay to ask for help with a boost. It is not okay to sit in a room waiting on a nurse for you this long to grab supplies while you're in the middle of passing and you could solve this issue in 10 seconds waiting for the. Damn, this was a long sentence. People, punctuation. Jesus. This is long while your writers are getting late. She was super taken aback since I used to be really friendly with her when she started, but I've had less and less to say. Realize she is thinks she shy that someone she thought like her. That's crazy, bro. That's one of the reasons why I'm not really happy about reading comments sometimes because there's like comment like this. The story was really there, I was trying to find out what it is happened, but I couldn't finish reading this thing because one punctuation stuff was just being misplaced every single word, and I was like, that's too much of that. So moral of the story is don't trust anybody. I'm always saying this, and everybody think that I'm a Grinch where I worked out because I don't smile. Well, I'm not gonna say I don't smile to anyone, but it's just like I always look that I'm mad for the most part, but I'm not. I just like got so many things going on in my head, and I just can't understand why people are not trying to do things whenever they see them. Cause I get it, it's 12 hours. Nursing is more than 12 hours, so it's an ongoing thing. But if there is something that I can do right now in the moment, I'll do it right now in the moment. I don't understand people who are just like, it's not time yet to do this. What do you mean by it's not? Well, when it comes to meds, I get it, but when it comes to patient cares, because I do know people who are not we're gonna wait a specific time to start patient care. For me, it does not really make any sense. Like you just come in the shift. What are you gonna be doing from 7 till 11? For me, when I come in my shift, what I do is, hey, what's up? That's my name. That's what I'm gonna be doing. We're gonna be stuck together for 12 hours, right? And then I take your vitals. Next time I come back with, I check your diet first. I need to make sure that whoever I'm gonna give water to or whoever's gonna call me throughout the night is able to get whatever they ask me for. Because we got like our system on computers, but we do have papers. So I put like everybody's diet on a paper, and then I don't have to log in on the computer. And I don't trust the board because sometimes the board is not updated. So I don't want to give somebody something when it's not even what they're supposed to have. So I just, vitals are done being taken. So I go with my little shit. I check everybody's diet so I know what diet everybody is on. And then by checking the diet as well, I double check like I could check like who's diabetic so I know that I have to come back and do the sugar and stuff. So when I come back in the room, which is before my midnight vitals that I usually start at like 11. So I go with my whole cart. I go with water. I go with pads. I go with clothes. I go with everything that I need. I'm gonna turn you. I'm gonna check your back. I tell them I'm sorry. I have to do it. I'm sorry. I have to do it because it does not really make any sense to me to let the patients lay there, not checking the patients or anything for the whole 12-hour shift, and then trying to check the patients when it's almost time for me to go home, just to make sure that the patient is clean by the time that I go home, so they can say that hey, maybe the patient was clean for the whole night because hey, they gave me the patient's clean, but the patient was not clean for the whole night. There's might be instances like this, so that's things like that I'm trying to avoid. And one thing that I've seen as well, like by me doing this, I tend to have less call because I try to give them a routine when it comes to me doing my jobs and when I'm there on shift. Like if I'm here, you already know that hey, I come here, I give you water, I check on your back, I change your bed, I change your gown. If you want help to get clean up, I help you clean up. If you can do it yourself, I give you your stuff, and then I try to be in the room next door because I'm not gonna let none of those patients fall because I don't do false. I'm sorry, I don't do false. The bed alarm is gonna be on. If the bed alarm needs to be off, I'm gonna make you sign this paper saying that this thing needs to be off. Because I am letting nobody falls just because of, I'll say, negligence, because these are things that could have been avoided. So if it could be avoided, it's negligence. But I'm not trying to do none of that. If you want to be stubborn and you can do the decision for yourself, sir, ma'am, whatever it is, your bed alarm will be off. But if it's not supposed to be off, this thing's gonna be on, even if you don't like it. Well, even if you don't like it, it's a little bit rude, but it needs to be on. It needs to be on. Like I'll assist you out with whatever it is you gotta do, and then you're gonna have a good night. And I tend to see like, hey, they don't call as much because everybody knows that, hey, I did everything that I was supposed to be doing. Right now, I'm clean, I'm fresh. I can go to bed, I can go to sleep, and nobody gonna wake me up till like 3 o'clock, which is one of my worst time because that's when phlebotomy comes and then draw people blood, and that's when they're mad and everything. So yeah, that was my little take on it. I'm sorry if I talk a little too much. I didn't really want this thing to be really long, but I guess this is what it is. So thanks guys for watching. But this story was a little crazy though. These are the kind of tea that I really want. I wish I had. I wish I had every day. Not kidding. Just kidding. Not every day. But still, this was really interesting though. That's crazy. Don't trust anybody. Do not trust nobody because they'll find you'll get your booty into trouble. That's all I gotta say. So bye guys. I hope you guys are having a really good night. I'm having a pretty good night now, even if initially it was not the case. So I'll see you guys in another one. Bye.